In today's class, we're going to focus on the mitzvah of Mishloach Manot. At the end of the Megillah, Parak Tet, Pasuk Chavbeh, we read of 3 of the 4 mitzvot of Purim. We know that Purim has 4 mitzvot, each one beginning with the letter Mem. The first, of course, is reading the Megillah, and the second we pick up in the red on your screen is Yemei Mishteh V'Simcha. There's an obligation to have a mishteh, to have a su'udah on Purim. Number 3, Mishloach Manot ish l're'ehu. There's an obligation to send Mishloach Manot. And finally, Matanot le'evyonim, the obligation to give money to the poor on Purim. I want to focus on the mitzvah of Mishloach Manot. If you look at the Gemara, there aren't too many details about how to fulfill this mitzvah. So we read on Daf Zayin Amud Aleph the following: Tani Rav Yosef. Rav Yosef teaches Mishloach Manot ish l're'ehu. The pasuk formulates the obligation. Mishloach Manot is in the plural, but ish l're'ehu is in the singular. Therefore, we learn shtei manot. One has to give 2 portions, 2 gifts, li'ish echad, to one person. That's the obligation of Mishloach Manot. You have to give to one person 2 gifts. Umatanot le'evyonim, there both words are written in the plural, and therefore we learn shtei matanot l'shnei b'nei adam. One needs to give 2 gifts to 2 poor people, meaning you give one gift to one poor person, and then another gift to another poor person. Beyond this, there really is not much in terms of detailed halachot of Mishloach Manot in the Gemara, which causes us to start to think about all other possibilities and situations and details of the mitzvah of how to fulfill the mitzvah Mishloach Manot without having much guidance from the Gemara. So, for example, I want to share with you the following questions: 7 questions. Question number 1: what if your friend doesn't accept the Mishloach Manot? Do you still fulfill the mitzvah? What types and quality of foods should be given? What are the standards? Does it depend upon what kind of person you are, you the giver, or does it depend upon the recipient, what he or she enjoys? Question number 3: can you give money, gift cards, gift certificates? Does it have to be food? Question number 4: can you send before Purim to arrive on Purim? For example, you send it in the mail. Do you fulfill the mitzvah Mishloach Manot in that situation? Question number 5: what about sending anonymously, where the recipient will never know who sent the Mishloach Manot? You leave it at somebody's door, no name. Question number 6: giving meat to an animal rights activist. This is similar to question number 2. You give somebody Mishloach Manot which you know they will not appreciate. So have you fulfilled the mitzvah Mishloach Manot? And finally, what about communal Mishloach Manot? We know it's very popular in many shuls around the country to have communal Mishloach Manot. We know at school we're going to be having a communal Mishloach Manot as well. It's not exactly going to be on Purim, so that's another problem. It's a beautiful idea, don't get me wrong, but what about these communal Mishloach Manot? Can one fulfill their mitzvah through such means? All of these questions should get us to think about, what is this mitzvah all about? And that's what I want you to take 2 minutes right now in your minds to try to formulate 2 different approaches to the mitzvah of Mishloach Manot. What was the goal that Chazal had in mind by instituting this mitzvah on Purim, the mitzvah of Mishloach Manot ish l're'ehu?